Find more questions and study at your own pace on our website. The link will be in the description. Let's get started. Question 1. You have an instance group that you want to load balance. You want the load balancer to terminate the client SSL session. The instance group is used to serve a public web application over HTTPS. You want to follow Google recommended practices. What should you do? Option A. Configure an HTTP load balancer. Option B. Configure an internal TCP load balancer. Option C. Configure an external SSL proxy load balancer. Option D. Configure an external TCP proxy load balancer. The answer is option A. To load balance an instance group serving a public web application over HTTPS and to terminate the client SSL session, you should configure an HTTP load balancer. This is because HTTP load balancers are specifically designed to handle HTTP and HTTPS traffic, terminate SSL sessions at the load balancer, and distribute the traffic to backend instances. Question 2. You want to permanently delete a pub subtopic managed by config connector in your Google Cloud project. What should you do? Option A. Use kubectl to create the label deleted by CNRM and to change its value to true for the topic resource. Option B. Use kubectl to delete the topic resource. Option C. Use gcloud CLI to delete the topic. Option D. Use gcloud CLI to update the topic label managed by CNRM to false. The answer is option B. To permanently delete a pub subtopic managed by config connector in your Google Cloud project, you should use kubectl to delete the topic resource. When a resource is managed by config connector, operations on that resource should be performed using Kubernetes commands. Hence, kubectl is the appropriate tool for this task. Question 3. You want to add a new auditor to a Google Cloud Platform project. The auditor should be allowed to read but not modify all project items. How should you configure the auditor's permissions? Option A. Create a custom role with view-only project permissions. Add the user's account to the custom role. Option B. Create a custom role with view-only service permissions. Add the user's account to the custom role. Option C. Select the built-in IAM project viewer role. Add the user's account to this role. Option D. Select the built-in IAM service viewer role. Add the user's account to this role. The answer is option C. To configure the auditor's permissions to read but not modify all project items, you should use the built-in IAM project viewer role. This role is designed to provide read-only access to all resources within a Google Cloud Platform project without granting any modification permissions. This approach ensures the auditor can view necessary project items while maintaining the integrity of the project by preventing any alterations. Question 4. Your web application is hosted on Cloud Run and needs to query a Cloud SQL database. Every morning during a traffic spike, you notice API quota errors in Cloud SQL logs. The project has already reached the maximum API quota. You want to make a configuration change to mitigate the issue. What should you do? Option A. Modify the minimum number of Cloud Run instances. Option B. Use traffic splitting. Option C. Modify the maximum number of Cloud Run instances. Option D. Set a minimum concurrent request environment variable for the application. The answer is option A. Modifying the minimum number of Cloud Run instances ensures that there are always some instances running, even during periods of low traffic. This helps to mitigate the problem of cold starts, which can generate a large number of concurrent API calls to Cloud SQL during traffic spikes. By keeping some instances always ready, the load on the Cloud SQL API is spread more evenly, helping to stay within quota limits. Question 5. You created several resources in multiple Google Cloud projects. All projects are linked to different billing accounts. To better estimate future charges, you want to have a single visual representation of all costs incurred. You want to include new cost data as soon as possible. What should you do? Option A. Fill all resources in the pricing calculator to get an estimate of the monthly cost. Option B. Use the reports view in the Cloud Billing console to view the desired cost information. Option C. Visit the cost table page to get a CSV export and visualize it using Looker Studio. Option D, configure billing data export to BigQuery and visualize the data in Looker Studio. The answer is option D. To achieve a single visual representation of all incurred costs from multiple Google Cloud projects linked to different billing accounts, and to include new cost data as soon as possible, the best approach is to configure billing data export to BigQuery and visualize the data using Looker Studio. This method allows you to aggregate and analyze billing data flexibly and in near real time, providing a comprehensive and up-to-date view of your cloud expenses. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to check out our website where you can find more questions for this exam. The link will be in the description. Thank you for watching and good luck on your exams.